Hello and welcome to another episode of Dyson Sphere Program. This is Lord Stan and I welcome you in joining us for this next episode of Dyson Sphere. So, news update. The Dark Fog update for Dyson Sphere Program has dropped. And so it is now here and ready to go. The stuff has changed. Let's put it that way. Obviously, you have ammo and stuff here. Some new items have been added, as well as some recipes have changed. Logistic systems, for example, no longer use, or these little logistics bots, no longer use the electromagnetic turbine. They use engines. So, that has been a change. I have done some stuff off camera. Some of which is I added more power. I added this line right here, and then of course I've built some logistics distributors and bots and stuff to start facilitating our piece here to get this saturated. So we still have a long ways to go in regards to the saturation, but that's not a big problem. It will eventually happen. Keyword being eventually. So in the meantime, what I have been doing is basically just running back and forth and feeding feeding our base here, our new factory, to kind of facilitate growth a little bit. So that's what I've been doing, at least as much as possible in doing that. There's about only so much I can do at the moment, though, just due to how things are progressing at the moment. So that's what we're looking at. So let's move on. We've gotten those. So we need to look at what is it else that we need to add and build to get things situated and going. We need something here. What do we need? We need planetary logistics system. We need to get some sulfuric acid going, I think is what we need. Dum 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 dum. Which I think involves us needing to go back to the home planet to set up some stuff to do things. That sounds right. Let's see here. Let's we do not have any refined oil going in anywhere, so we can't grab that. Okay. It's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Okay, so we got some stuff and some things to do. Alrighty, let's just make sure that I've got everything here that we can build, at least for the time being. I'm pretty sure we're missing a few things. I'm just not sure as to what. The super magnetic rings. We do need to get that facilitated. So let's get here into our blueprints. Here. And place that down. I don't know why. Whatever, we'll fix it later. I'm not sure as to why it wouldn't let me put it down. Makes no sense to me. Oh, that's right. I don't have... Oh, that's what we needed to do. We needed to facilitate our iron production. I had built by hand a bunch of the tier 2 conveyor belts so we could get that going properly. Or at least going at a faster speed than it was currently. Also need to get... We need some engines for that. There we go. And then we need to facilitate faster grabbing here. Just like that. And that has allowed our iron stuff to go faster, which is good. It's what we need. Let's see how fast that actually allows here. Alright, I think that's allowing to go at the speed that we need, at least for now, before we can build our last ones to continue that. So, which is what we're going to start building. We're going to start building actually the parts that we need so we can actually get them building without us needing to actually control it manually, if that makes any sense. Makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. So we don't have to manually move things over and around to do what's needed. And we'll just replace all this to where they need to go. Just slowly as much as possible anyway. Figured as much. We need more iron. More iron it is. Just grab a bunch of iron there. Put a small hiccup in our production, but we'll get this done a little bit faster. Hopefully this is enough to finish it out. Should be. Here we go. Yeah. Not sure why it wouldn't let me place it beforehand with just the blueprint, but whatever. It's placed now. It's all that matters. Alrighty. And then, of course, if I remember correctly, these required only 3 ingredients. Even still, however, we need to move this bottom one down one. So we're going to take that out really quick, because we need to add a line here. What I should have done is taken a blueprint of our normal items right here and then facilitated it that way. But beggars can't be choosers. Just kidding. I just didn't think about it, and so I didn't do it. It's about what it comes down to. Alrighty, so we need those. So the outsides here, we're going to switch the outsides to the graphite, because we have enough stuff building there to build 2 of those. And then 1 of magnetic coils and 1 of the turbines. We'll go ahead and put the turbines here. And switch this one to the magnets, which is what's needed here. So just like that. And we'll have 2 lines, of course, running this, which means we need the next set of these going across. And if I've done this right, then we'll have one in, and one in, just like that. And then, of course, this will come across the other direction, like that. And that will be our two sets. Now, this is going to be different too. So we have two here and two here. Have this one producing here, that one producing here, this one, of course, outputting here, and then this one outputting here. As all four will be needed. And we'll go from there. Alrighty, that is how it should be. This one, I'm just going to add that there for a minute so we can place these, and of course put our input here. So we need to go grab more iron to make more of everything else. It's really what it is. We need more iron to make more of everything else. So unfortunately how it works. Let's see here. Build another 90 of these. Because that will be all we need for this build. Add that to a new there. And then we'll just drag this over. Lack of item, there we go. And then of course we need, do we need more power? Yes, we need more power because we're not powering some of these items, so we might as well just put it all down and leave it at that. Just like that. And then of course we need one out here and one out there, and then copy that whole thing and put it across like that. Copy that one and put it across like so. And there we go. Now we have this entire line set up and ready to go. Now it just needs the proper resources, which for the time being we will fill by hand, which is obnoxious, but needs must. That's how we roll. Grab that. Grab that. That one is going here. And then we're going to grab another set. Of that whole line, essentially. And put there. Oh, we need power for these too, huh? here, and there. There we go. So those are now being filled up. And now we need... change that. We need to come grab magnetic coils. Yay. Whoops. There we go. That should be enough. Is that the... yes, this is the one. This is the way. There we go. Now they're all in there. And then grab what we have of our turbines. Where are they at? They're right here. Okay. There we go. And then we'll come back. We had quite a bit of the turbines, which is good. I think that's all we need, at least for now. So that will continue to do its thing and will give us at least some of these to work with as needed. And then go from there. Oh, and I don't believe I've done this, but this is being recorded just before Christmas, so for those of you who celebrate it, Happy Christmas. For those of you who don't, Happy Holidays. So, let's do that. Okay. First things first, we need to get another piece up and running. And we're going to do that here. So this right here, this little section right here, we're going to start building parts that we need. If that makes any sense. Some of the buildings, specifically the belts and the sorters, as they both take similar whatchamacallit to build. Similar parts. That's what I'm after. First things first is here. We need 3 items. We need iron and we need gears and circuits. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 lines here. And actually we're going to build this with the tier 2 stuff just so we don't have to update it later. So we have our 3 lines. Here, I think, actually, to give us room, and then we'll just those 2 and those 2 just as placeholders at the moment. And then this, we're not going to build a whole line of assemblers. We're just going to build one of each, essentially, with parts in between. So this is going to be kind of an interesting build. For those of you who are interested in following along this one, you probably want to follow a little bit more closely. I'm kind of just building this from a similar design that I've seen kind of in my head. So, well, not in my head. I saw it on a different playthrough that I happened to watched because I was bored. and I'm trying to remember it because I don't remember who built it. We were building buildings, so we want to start with our basics because we need both of those. So for this we need here. We need, hold on, who's got circuit boards? Okay, you have gears. So gears are up here. Gears are up here. Iron's used by both. That means circuit boards go here. Brilliant. That's what's needed. Okay, so let's do that, and let's see if we can continue here. So let's see here. We want one in and one out and one in. And then how I'm building this is then off here to the side. Is that too close? No. Perfect. Perfect. And then one going in, just like that. And then we're going to actually limit these to the first 10 items. And that way, as you're upgrading things, you have this section right here to dump your lower, in this case, the Mark 1 stuff in. Just like that. And then they'll, as they're used to upgrade to the next level, then that makes that just better. Next one is, of course, here. There, and then this will, of course, have one going in. This will make the next level of those and those, just like that. Alrighty, and this is where things are going to be different. So, this only comes to there, so that will actually stop there. Yeah. Stop to there, just like that. And then this will actually be different because we will need 3 or 4 lines coming in here, I think. We'll get the storage pieces put in place. And then we will put the next pieces in place there. Just like that. And then of course the recipes for these there. Okay. So we now know for this is that we need them to go in and then of course come back out. And once again, we will limit these to the first 10, which, considering these stacked to 200 and 300, well, 300 and 200 respectively, 300 here, 200 here, I believe, that's still, 30,000 and 20,000 items. Or not 20,000, 2,000, 3,000, 2,000 items there, which is a significant amount that will last you at least a little bit. Once it's full given. The longest one taking, of course, these taking forever to actually build. But we need turbines. And this takes 3 items. So this one is going to be a bit special in that it's going to have a additional line coming across it here for the graphene. And that's going to be literally the only difference. Other than that, we're going to have 3 lines coming in through here. 3 lines? 2 lines. 1, 2, 1, 3 lines. 3 lines here. I will figure that one out here in a moment. I'm just going to put all the lines down to here because they're all going to be different.
Use a sorter. There are 2 types of facility ports: connection ports and bridge ports. Connection ports are only compatible with conveyor belts, while bridge ports are only compatible with sorters. If a conveyor belt can't connect to a facility, try a sorter.
Okay, I don't know why that popped up. I haven't done any of that yet. Okay, whatever. I don't understand why that popped up. Whatever, not a big deal. So, this bottom part, we want engines. The centerpiece will have our electromagnetic turbines, and they'll be used in 2 locations. And then this top part will be our fancy superconductors. And then this one will be our graphene. Just like that. So, alrighty, which means what? Those are the only ones that are going to be used there. So this is going to come all the way, well, almost all the way through. We could technically have it stop right here, but I like putting it in the center if it's only one piece that's going in for whatever reason. Something I just like to do. And that will just be just like that. Just like that. So, now we have this. That will be going in there. This will be going in there. That will be going in there. And then, of course, our far one here will be going in there, just like that. And then, of course, we have this one coming in here. And the storage pieces for these. And we'll use these more often, so we actually won't limit these. Because soon we'll be building exclusively off of these last 2. And we'll need as much pre-built as we can get. Almost quite literally. So, now that that's built, we want room for proliferation. So we want to leave that out here. So we probably want to put 2 here. and 2 here. And then of course move our lines like so. No, that one's short because this one will go long. And actually what we'll do is we'll put this one short and this center one long. Just like that. So, and then we have 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then of course this one needs to be extended just a tad. But then 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Okay. Now that we have that set up properly, this is good to start getting activated almost. We do need to extend this piece out by, I think, 2 squares. 1 square. 1 square. So 2 here. 2 here. And then we will have one here, one here, and one there. Just like that. And see, we want gears, so 1, 2, 3. We'll edit this later. 1, 2, and 3. And then of course 1, 2, and 3. We'll just get rid of this while we're at it. Just so it's not an eyesore. Now we need power. Power is going to be important. We'll get 2 power here, power here, power here, power here, and at last power over here. Just like that. And that should power everything. Now it's just a matter of putting things into place. So, first things first, we need all of these. We'll just put those right there. And we don't have the iron just yet, but we need the gears. Where are gears? Gears are right here. We're going to grab all the gears. Put the gears there. Just like that. For the time being. And then we're going to grab as much iron as we can the time being, because our iron reserves are atrocious. And let it do its thing for now. We only need the beginning pieces at the moment, but we need those filled. We'll have to be refilling the iron up a few different times just because our iron is being used annoyingly fast. There's just so many things in this game that require iron. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. Of course, with weapons now, we would use metric crap ton out of all of this too. Wrong button. C. Let's take this. We're going to dump that into our magazine just so we have defenses. We don't need anything in regards to the fleet, at least not today. Oh, we had stuff that we can dump in here that I did not realize we had. Cool, I can clear out some inventory space. Yay me. That way it's just set and ready to build just when it's capable. And we're going to grab things because we can. Not those, not that. We'll grab some of them. Because in all honesty, we really don't need them at the moment. But we'll dump them in there anyway. That way we can get some of the tier 2 stuff, but mainly what we're after is the tier 1. There's not really a whole lot we can do about that. There. We'll steal some of that, actually, and bring it over. Because then that will allow us to facilitate this and get this built. And do stuff and things and have it just work. Good lord, I'm tired and I don't know why. I slept in today. It's probably because I slept in today, actually. I was in the mood of doing absolutely nothing, and so that's what I did. Absolutely nothing for a while. Yes, George, hi. Need to move things around. Probably need to add just another iron mine here and move iron from one of the other iron sites. Probably down here. Probably this one right here. You know what? Actually, let's do that. Let's do that just so we have another iron facility going up and going. So we need blueprints. Blueprints here because we built one right here. Raw ore. We're going to place it. And this is why I started building it automatically. I'm glad we built that because we're out of both those. Don't really have enough conveyor belts, but we have enough of the others, of the inserters, to facilitate what we're needing to do. And then these will go on top, and they will be providers. Just like that. And then of course we need power. Power, power, power. Oh, we need all the power. All the power, and then what we'll do is we will get our miners here. Just as many as we can. Set up in a circle around the deal. So we have 3. And we'll start here with our tier 2 stuff. Just because we have quite a bit of it. Just like that. And then we'll have this, of course. Come down and connect there. And voila. Problem solved. Now we need power. And then we'll just have 1 there, 1 there. And then of course draw this up. Draw that up like that. That has powered all of that. Brilliant. Cat's trying to annoy me. He's doing a fairly good job at it. And then we'll set this here. Oh, we need to do the recipe. We didn't do the recipe. Yet. Just upgrade this while we're at it. Which then should allow us to complete the last one. There we go. And we're going to get more iron up and going. And then of course we need some more. These we don't have the parts to make. Lies, we do. We're gonna let that build a little bit while we get the parts to build some more arc smelters, because we need a few of them. There we go. What else is needed? Just like that. And that's plenty. And there we go. Now they're coming down here to grab. So we've added another iron line, which will then help feed everything else. Because iron is something that we were in desperate need of. Because we were using it faster than we were producing it here. Or rather at the same speed we were producing it at, but it was more of the iron ingots here. Yeah, we were using 900 out of, or sorry, we were using 830 out of the 900 we were making, or whatever it was we were making earlier. We're now making a lot more. We're making double the amount because it's its own iron patch, the whole 9 yards, which is great. That will actually help immensely. So the idea is we want to be making more than we're actually consuming, because then that way everything gets fed all at the same time, which is glorious. The only thing that we're using of faster quantities than we're actually making it currently is coal, and that's because coal is coming off world. But even that doesn't really matter much, because this is just on this planet. We can set it up to where we can do the entire star cluster, in which case then we are now producing more iron than we are currently utilizing, which is glorious because we need that. Whereas our titanium ore is in spurts, and we use the exact same amount as what we are producing because, well, it's not coming in fast enough. There's not much we can do about that. Not at the moment, anyway. Dun dun dun. And then of course the stone brick gets used because I pull it personally, and it doesn't show the stuff that you pull. At least it doesn't look like it. Yeah. So every 10 minutes, let's switch this to minute. So every minute, yeah, we now make 400 items more than we use in iron, which it means that eventually our iron production is going to be saturated, and it's going to be glorious. That will be helpful, because then that means everything will start running. Well, most things. It also means that right here, our electric motors will actually start properly producing at a decent rate, which then in turn means that our turbines will start producing at a decent rate, which then will then facilitate on down the line to our super magnetic rings. I'm going to call these our super rings. Our SRs. Our SRs will be great. Will produce. Well, as soon as we get the stuff set to build more items anyway. Speaking of, I needed engines. We'll just grab them all because we need all of these. Why can I only build so much? What am I light on? Iron. Iron is what I'm light on. I'm always light on iron. Iron is needed for literally everything. That is why. Just grab what I can here. Smack my cat off my lap because he was digging his claws into my leg. Definitely not pleasant. We'll get 50 of those building, and then we need, of course, another 10 of those. So they both use 8 iron per deal, which is ridiculous. Okay, never mind. This one uses 2 iron. But the building uses 8 iron. So 10 iron, essentially, per individual piece. And that's kind of obnoxious. Just so much iron. So much iron that has to be utilized and used. We'll get there eventually. So, what am I after? I'm after something. What am I after? I am not after anything. We are needing to fill. We need to fill that. Again. No. First, we need to place a few things. We need to place these. Because these are needed. This here, here, and here. We want it to grab, and we're going to give it bots to do, and then we want this one. Oops. Oops. We're going to request, not deliver, request. That's the thing that we need to do. And then that one's also going to request. It's got 4 routes available. Now this is automated. Yay! And we don't have one for the graphene yet, but we're going to go ahead and put it in place. That way, that's just taken care of, and we don't have to worry about it. That way, when we do get graphene being made, it automatically starts producing over here by default, which is a good thing. And then same for here. This one is our engines, our motors, our basic motors. And then this one is our super coils. Super coils. Did we not build? Oh, I guess we didn't build enough bots. We don't have enough bots. That would be the answer to that question. Just need more iron. how it goes. Just build 100 of those. And then I think we've got plenty of these for the time being, because 100 of those bots will facilitate 10 of these, which is what we need. We could have it start auto delivering items to us, but for the time being, we are good. Just like that. So that's filled, all of that is filled. We are good and ready to go. And then of course this one is just low on these coils right here. They just don't produce fast enough. Is this full? Hold on. That's full. And that's full. So what I'm going to do is do this. I'm just going to add another piece right here. We're going to move the items to the centerpiece. Just like that. And we'll add one on top. Tell it what it's going to be. And tell it to pull. And of course give it bots to pull. Just like that. And then this will help facilitate this to produce at full speed. And we'll get bots just flying everywhere. Just like so. Don't need to add anything here. At all. At least for the time being. We do need to grab copper. Copper. So we can build more engines, have more engines on hand. Too far down. There we go. That's all the copper. That's all she wrote. All she wrote. So now if we check production on iron ingots, producing slightly less a minute, or slightly more than a minute than we are consuming, but that's okay. Kind of expected that, and then of course once we upgrade it to the newest or to the newer things, especially when we start proliferating. As soon as we start proliferating, everything's going to be great. Actually, we could probably build that. We might be able to build that. This just needs coal. That needs diamonds. We don't have diamonds yet. And we don't have that. So that's what we need to build to. We want to get to this done just as soon as humanly possible, I would think. soon as humanly possible. Which requires titanium and graphene. And we need to build graphene. We'll have to build a lot of graphene. Graphene is used a lot in this game. Mainly because it makes the carbon nanotubes, and carbon nanotubes, the carbon nanotubes take so long to build. So long. It takes forever, and you use carbon nanotubes everywhere. It's like iron. They get used everywhere, and so you just need a lot of it. It's actually quite annoying. But it's how it works. It's how it rolls. So, in the meantime, we are going to get that set up and done just as quickly as possible. We need these as well, which means we need graphene. So graphene is our next step. We need all of the graphene. We need a lot of it. Dum. We'll build that up here in this area. Our graphene producing systems, which means we need chemical plants. We've got some. We got some to get started, but we need to go back to our main planet and set up a few different pieces to get facilitated down there. So I'm going to go ahead and make it back to the other planet. I think that's actually, we're going to end this here for today. I think this will be the end. Obviously, do leave me a comment on what you think we should do. If we should just start over with the Dark Fog, continue on this one, or move to a new game for a little bit before going back to the Dark Fog. Either way, doesn't really matter to me. I will probably continue on this playthrough for at least the next couple of episodes, just to allow people enough time to actually put in their vote. And let me know. I will be keeping a tally, and if we'll go with whatever the majority has decided that they would like to do. As I said, I'm perfectly happy with just continuing on the way things are, even with the new recipes, as much as they annoy me that they've changed a few things. I'm more than happy to continue on there. So, yeah, let me know in the comments section of what you would like to see done, and we'll go from there. As always, if you liked the video, press that like button. And if you would like to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button. It does help out with the channel and all, both the likes and the subscribes. And then, of course, if you have something that you would like to see me play, or would like to see me do differently, or if there's even an issue with the current video, please post it in the comments. I can't fix it if I don't know what's wrong with it. It's how that works. So, without further ado, have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next episode.